There was a man who appeared amidst the crowd, unnoticed by many. Yet anyone who met him once could never forget, for he carried within him the light that this city had long lost. The city never truly slept. Its streets pulsed with neon light and the constant hum of restless souls rushing somewhere anywhere but within themselves. Skyscrapers pierced the black sky like jagged teeth, their windows glowing faintly against the oppressive darkness below. Among the crowds, faces blurred into one another, eyes glued to glowing screens, minds tethered to endless distractions. And in the midst of this chaos, he appeared. No one knew his name. No one knew where he came from. To most, he was just another shadow, blending into the urban tide. Yet, something about him was different. His gaze held a strange gentleness, an ancient sorrow, and an unspoken promise of hope. One rainy evening, beneath the flickering lights of a subway stairwell, a young woman with hollow eyes huddled against the cold concrete. She had lost everything: family, purpose, faith. The city had swallowed her whole. The man approached silently, his footsteps soft on the wet pavement. He reached out, gently placing a hand on her shoulder. "Don't give up," he whispered, his voice a calm breeze amid the storm. "The light still exists, even if it's hidden." Tears traced silent paths down her cheeks. For the first time in months, she felt a warmth, not from the city's artificial glow, but from something deeper, something real. Over the coming weeks, he moved through the city's forgotten corners, alleys where the homeless slept, shelters filled with broken souls, parks where orphan children played quietly with too much sadness in their eyes. He spoke little, but when he did, his words cut through despair like sunlight piercing thick clouds. "What do you fear most?" he asked a man slumped beneath a bridge, clutching a bottle. "Who have you forgotten you are?" he whispered to a mother, trembling with exhaustion. Some laughed, dismissing him as a madman. Others recoiled, afraid to confront the truths he revealed. But a few listened, and in their hearts, something stirred, a spark of hope, fragile yet persistent. Curiosity grew like wildfire. Who was this man? Some called him an angel, others a ghost. A small group of strangers decided to follow him, hoping to uncover his secrets. But every time they drew near, he vanished like a breeze that slipped through their fingers. One stormy night, drenched by relentless rain, he stood still beneath the open sky, his eyes lifted toward the stars, shimmering through the clouds like distant promises. And then, something miraculous happened. A soft glow seemed to emanate from him, not of this world, but of peace, kindness, and light. Witnesses gasped, some falling to their knees in awe, others unsure if their minds played tricks. Was he divine, or simply a man who had found a way to shine in darkness? As days turned into months, the question haunted the city. Who is he? Is God real, or just a symbol we cling to in times of pain? Perhaps God is not a distant figure of omnipotence, but the light inside each of us, the courage to love, to forgive, to hold on when all seems lost. Then, as mysteriously as he had come, the man disappeared one quiet morning. The city carried on, buzzing and blinding as ever. Yet in the hearts of those he touched, the light remained faint but unextinguished. In a world teetering on the edge of despair, that light was enough. In the end, the mysterious man was never found again, but his presence left an indelible mark on the city, on the souls of those he touched. His story reminds us that true divinity is not only found in grand miracles or distant heavens, but in the quiet strength within each of us. No matter how dark the world seems or how lost we feel, there is always a light burning somewhere inside, waiting for us to recognize it, nurture it, and let it shine. The lesson is clear. Faith is not about blindly following, but about courage to face our fears, to forgive ourselves and others, and to be the light for someone else when their darkness feels overwhelming. So, when the city feels cold and unforgiving, remember, the greatest miracles often come not from the skies, but from the small, kind acts we choose to offer one another every day.